With their fleets crippled, headquarters destroyed, the Colonials found themselves outgunned and outmaneuvered. They had also discovered, too late, that their systems had been compromised. This included the Idris system, which allowed them to jump to any planet or system without manual calculations. Unfortunately, this left the Daedalus exposed. The Daedalus was the mobile shipyard and best hope for the Colonial fleet to win against the Cylons. If it was destroyed, the Colonials would most certainly lose the war. And now, they would have to get the Daedalus back to the safety of Ragnar, the old-fashioned way. The Cylons had outwitted the Colonials by commencing a surprise attack upon Pycon, destroying their headquarters and also drawing the mobile shipyards out. After the Colonial forces had defeated the Cylon fleet at Pycon, they made preparations to jump to Ragnar, one of the few safe havens away from the Cylon fleets. The Colonials were surprised when they discovered that the Idris jump system had been corrupted. They could not confidently make jumps relying upon the integrated computer systems that they had used for years. It was determined that they would have to make smaller jumps manually to ensure the safety of the fleet and the Daedalus. This was exactly what the Cylons had wanted. The Daedalus fleet jumped right into a trap, attempting to follow an old Tillium trade route that hadn't been used for many, many decades. Though caught off guard and taking some losses, the Colonial forces were able to defeat the Cylon ships. However, it was obvious that they would have to stop the Idris corruption. Colonial intelligence determined that the Idris corruption was happening from Caprican satellites. The fleet was ordered immediately to Caprica, where local militia units were federalized. The Colonials began destroying the satellites, attempting to determine which satellite had been sending the bad data. During this time, a Cylon strike force immediately counterattacked. It had been determined by Admiral Kane that Caprican lives mattered. Their equipment did not. The Colonials destroyed both the Cylons and the Caprican satellite system. After defeating the Cylons and ensuring the satellite system had been destroyed, it was determined that it was too late. The corruption had spread to all of the colonies. The Colonial fleet had massively damaged the Caprican infrastructure as well. With the failure to stop the corruption and the massive damage to the Caprican infrastructure, the Quorum of 12 were demanding that Admiral Kane explain why she had devastated Caprican infrastructure and communications. On the next episode in the series, the Colonial fleet will have to return to another colony, assist them in repairs of their shipyards just so that they can get the best next attack vehicle against the Cylons. We'll be taking a look at the introduction of the Viper 2.